Your politicians do not have good intentions towards you. They make you believe that they are there to protect you, when in fact, they are actually creating the dangers they impose upon you. The logic is elementary, but this is what one can observe everywhere. As two superb French politicians, Jacques Chirac and François Mitterrand, used to say, the bigger the lie, the easier it is believed. In this sense, I would like you to make the connection between the functioning of the mafia and the functioning of our current democratic states. A little more than half a century ago in Chicago, New York, Boston, shopkeepers paid gangs to offer them protection against theft, the destruction of their property, the kidnapping of their children, or to have the right to sell their products and have storefront. In short, all the shopkeepers paid for their security and comfort. They sought the protection of those who were sufficiently violent to protect them from all real or perceived dangers. Those who did not pay fell victim to organized violence orchestrated by the very ones supposed to protect them. Now, what is the difference with our current social democracies? In fact, not much. The state tells you, I will protect you from all the life's risks, but for that, you will pay me. I will protect you from theft via the legal framework. Pay me via your taxes. I will protect you from the risk of not being able to get treatment in case of an accident or illness. Pay me Social Security or pay me mandatory insurance. I will protect you from the destruction of your property. Pay me mandatory insurances. I will take care of your children's education through compulsory public school. Pay me via your taxes. I will allow you to sell your products. Pay me VAT. In fact, whatever you do, the state collects its tax to protect you for your own good, in your own interest, or else misfortune will befall you. The state creates fear to justify the unlimited access it has given itself to your money, to the fruits of your labor. Are you afraid of getting sick? Give me your money so that I can protect you from illness via Social Security or mandatory health insurance. Do you want to use your car or heat your house? Pay me a tax of 500 to 800% margin on the real cost of energy, but in your interest, because you are destroying our ecosystem with your CO2 emissions. Do you want to enjoy yourself by driving a nice car, drinking a glass of wine, smoking a cigarette, going to the museum, going to a restaurant, or going to the cinema? Pay me taxes. Give me your money because you are going to ruin your health. You are irresponsible for wanting to have a bit of fun. The state must protect you from yourself, because only the state knows how to run your life, of course. Pay pay and pay again for the state's protection. Now, do you want me to continue? Or are you finally starting to make the links? Do you realize what fate has in store for you? In their 2024 form, states only care for themselves, for their own interests. They have no respect for your work. They consider you as a necessary evil. You are their cash cow. They are right, because as individual, political leaders have never been better off. Even in their wildest dreams, they never hoped to have such power, such a quality of life, entirely at your expense. It is you who offer this quality of life to them by giving them unlimited access to your money so they can protect you. It is the same model as the Mafia that the Cosa Nostra use. Pay me and I will protect you. If anyone asks you to pay for their protection, whether it is a family member, a friend, a mafia gang, and above all, a state, run. Remove these people from your life. Never trust them again. Delete them from your existence. We have fought against mafia gangs and their business model for decades, and the battle is not yet won today. We have recognized the harm they represent, and we have spent billions on police forces and other judicial apparatus to eliminate them as much as possible. Yet, it is the same model that democratic states impose on you to subjugate and to rob you. They ask you to pay them for protection. But it is even more insidious because they have created fear about non-existent dangers that they have fabricated just like the mafia to better exploit your ignorance. Fear of CO2 as the driver of climate change. Lie. Fear of the hole in the ozone layer. Lie. Fear of overpopulation. Lie. Fear of disease. Lie. Fear of world hunger. Lie. Fear of the end of oil. Lie. Fear of Russia. Lie. As we will see in the next chapter, they even modify the legal framework to grant themselves the right to imprison more than 80% of citizens in the law if the law were applied to the letter. The list is endless. If you are sufficiently scared, you will agree to give everything to regain a semblance of serenity, and most of the time, it works. Fear is at the heart of the success of the business model, in inverted comma, used by states, just as it is used by the mafia. But of what are you afraid? Afraid of the truth? Afraid of understanding so you can finally change the system? Afraid of returning to a healthy and balanced relationship with your leaders? Afraid of taking responsibility, maybe? Afraid of reclaiming your purchasing power? What is wrong with you? Is fear making you a coward? You know, courage is knowing what of which You should not be afraid. You have nothing to fear. You have no reason to be afraid. You are the cornerstone of the structure. Without you and your work, everything collapses. The governance structures in which you live depend on you. You build them, and you will rebuild them to serve the common good, to serve your interests and those of your community, not the interests of your political masters, not the interests of your dictators, not the interests of the mafia, not the interests of terrorists. You've just heard or read or watched a very small section of my book titled 2024, in which I developed different subjects such as education, health, democracies, constitutions, legal frameworks, and. It gives you all the solution that we have to put in place in order to give back their strength to our democracies at the service of the only sovereign, the people, you. You will find it on Amazon, both. I've written it in French and English, and you can order it in paper format, but it is, of course, totally free to access it on our website, www.forovet24.com. It is designed for you. It is to give you back your sovereignty. Take a few minutes and have a go at it. You'll love it. Thank you for your benevolent attention. Peace out.